Hello, and this is me going to talk about something that happened tonight. It's also going to be a video response to Emerald's Corrosion, and and kind of what he talked about. So, for those of you not aware, Ring of Honor had a show tonight, well, yesterday by the time most of you probably see this, where they were back in Philadelphia, back in the Armory, the original arena they had the very first show in, since the Arena is now not putting on wrestling shows at the moment. They did this show, and one of the attractions for the show was they were having a proving ground match with two of Chikara's guys bringing in. There's supposed to be two of Chikara's best being brought in, and Jigsaw and Halloween being brought in to take on the Briscoes. If you don't know what a proving ground match is, basically they bring in two local guys, they have them take on a champion. If they win, or I believe it's if they win or they get a draw. I believe if they get a draw, time limit draw, then they get a title match somewhere down the line. So they announced that, and I thought, oh, maybe Ring of Honor is going to start doing stuff with Chikara again. And a couple of weeks later, or maybe it was a couple of days later, Chikara announced, I think it was Chikara announced, it was either Chikara or Ring of Honor announced a show in Chicago on the same day that the other company was putting on a show. And I was like, that's interesting. And then I remembered back to Eddie Kingston's promo after the Chikara pay-per-view, or at the end of the year, where he was calling guys out and doing this thing where he was putting over the title. A lot of people was like, that was crappy, that was this, that was that. I kind of liked it. And if you watch the promo, there was, he called out CM Punk, he called out John Cena, he called out all these guys, and then he kind of ho-hummed around what to me was Ring of Honor and Davey Richards. Didn't directly say, but just kind of ho-hummed around it. So I was kind of like, I wonder if they're going to do something really major with Chikara, Ring of Honor, with Chikara. And I had told my friend Brian, who, if you saw Big Rat's video, shooting with the shooters, the one that he did one with Brian. I was talking to him about this like a couple weeks ago, that maybe this will be a big thing. Well, come to find out, this was a big thing. I guess at tonight's show, and I haven't seen a lot, but I've read a lot on Twitter about it. Apparently they had an invasion angle with Chikara, which sounds kind of odd that Chikara would be invading Ring of Honor, if you ever watched Chikara. But I do think it's interesting. I do think it could work, particularly if you had the more non-comical guys with the more non-comical gimmicks being the talkers and basically talking about the fact that they want to prove themselves to Ring of Honor and that they're tired of being called the comedy promotion, and that they're this, that, or the other, and that they're every bit as good, and they want the respect of from Ring of Honor and this and that. I think if they do a feud about that, where it's an invasion angle and that's what they want, I think it would work in the context of Ring of Honor, because if they put this on TV, I don't know if they're going to put this feud on TV, but that was kind of my thought. And also, I had thought about it even more when they announced that the 10th anniversary show was going to be an iPay-per-view. Cheap iPay-per-view is going to be like $9.95 or something. I was like, I wonder if they're going to, if they do this, I wonder if they'll have something happen at the iPay-per-view, particularly maybe Eddie Kingston coming in and challenging Davey Richards. And then, after tonight, I was thinking, I wonder if they might do a Chikara Ring of Honor Super Show in Miami, which that would be fascinating as well, particularly since I'm going to be there for it. But yeah, so that's kind of exciting stuff, I think. If you go and you watch Frozen's video, he's, is not a guy that's necessarily big on Ring of Honor. He's very low on Ring of Honor, but this really got him excited about it too. And I thought it was just very fascinating. And I can see this going a lot of ways. And a lot of people are going to say, what about Kevin Steen? I could even see, kind of them using Kevin Steen as kind of an instigator in between all this, and just basically leading up even more to what happens. So I'm very interested to see what happens, and we'll probably have to wait a while for this DVD to come out. That sucks. but from just, and then the show itself sounded like it was pretty good, so it'll be interesting to see. But there's my thoughts on that. I just thought I would come on here and just echo them, because I am pretty excited about it, and I think this could be a very, 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 very big deal, particularly if Chikara is in Miami. I think this be a big deal with big consequences if that's the case. So there it is. That's all I want to talk about. So with that, I'm out. Later.